that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another special Kickstarter review charged by BoardGameExchange.com, the internet's only board game rental website. And today I am super excited to be checking out Shindig Machine from Travesty Games. This is for 3 to 6 players. It'll take you as long as you want to play it, since it's kind of an abstract game. And they don't actually have an age range set up, but I'm going to guess it's probably 10 or 12 or up because some of the cards are a little bit dicey. But anyway, in Shindig Machine, you will be telling a story, or you will be creating superheroes, or you will be telling how someone's going to die, or how you're going to kill somebody, or why a politician is a dirty person by taking cards and creating your own story. Sound interesting? Let's open up the box and see how it plays. Alright, so what are we going to get inside a Shindig Machine? First, I want to mention this is the promotional copy of the game, so the components definitely aren't the nicest. Yours will be a lot nicer than this, and you're going to get nearly double the cards that I have here. So, super awesome, right? But, anyway, first we got a handy-dandy little rule booklet. And this isn't like your typical rule booklet, because there's not one way to play this game. It's an incredibly abstract game, as I mentioned. So they include 14 different ways you can play this game. And the majority of them are vastly different, which I really liked the fact that they took the time to do that. But I'm going to go over just a couple of them. There's one about how you can make up superpowers, and what we did in an abstract kind of way is you made your own superpowers, you made your own weakness to your superpower, and then we had ourselves fight each other and pick whose superhero would win and whose superhero would really kind of suck. There's some about politicians, which is the one we're going to do. There's one about creating a band. There's one about a eulogy, about tarot cards, and there's one huge, crazy, big game at the end that is a challenge to pull off, but it is a lot of fun. But anyway, first we're just going to go over one kind of game mode, and we are going to do the slander. This is one of the easy ones, because the way they do this is they have easy games, they have medium games, and then they have challenging games. And I really like how they organize this, because you start off with the easy games, especially if somebody's not really into telling stories, and they kind of get their feet underneath them, like, oh, what's your superpower based on a card? And then you get to the medium games, and it gets a little bit more complex until you get into the challenging games where you really have to stretch your brain, but it's a lot of fun. But anyway, for the first one we're going to do, it's called Slander, and one person is going to be a politician. So somebody's going to get 3 cards, somebody's going to get 2 cards, somebody's going to get 2 more cards. And what you first are going to do is you are going to play 1 card briefly describing a political candidate and the office for which they are running. So let's take a look here. Oh, we have Simon Menendez right here. And Simon Menendez was part of the terrible giant ant war of 2037. And he was a brave soldier in the battle. And now he is running for Secretary of Defense. So, what the next 2 players are going to do is they're going to take one of their cards, and they are going to pick one, and they are going to slander the politician. So, we'll just use this tank card, that's an easy one to use, and we'll say, Simon Menendez, what you don't know about Simon Menendez is after the war was over, he lined his pockets by stealing a tank and selling it to North Korea. What a douchebag. But, anyway, next this person is going to come with another piece of slander, and we'll say, oh, here we go. He sold that tank to North Korea, and what did he do with the money? He bought a race car, and he pursued his greatest life's thrill hobby of going to third world countries and running over small children in his $1 million race car. So, next, you go back to the original player, the guy that was Simon Menendez. Now, what he's going to do is he's not defending himself. In this game, he's going to say why... Actually, what you heard, the 2 pieces of slander, why it's actually a lot worse than that. So let's look at what we got here. We got a train, and we got... Oh, I got it. Oh, my name is Simon Menendez, and you think that's bad? The thing you really don't know is that I saved all those third world country bodies, and I've been putting them in my attic and eating them. So it's definitely a darker game. The theme's going to be darker, and it's going to be a lot more fun with more people, more personalities. You can throw in inside jokes. But that's just a sample game of how this game is played. It's a very dark kind of game, but it's a lot of fun. Alright, Shindig Machine from Travesty Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros. Let's go over the cons of this bad boy. First, on the con side, the game is not going to be for everyone for a couple different reasons. First and foremost, there's no winner, there's no loser. The creators say if you're having fun, then you're playing the game, right? And some people just want a winner, they want a loser, they want victory points, they want all that stuff, and this isn't the game that's going to give you that. Next, the theme is definitely on the darker side. I mean, you're going to be talking about how you're going to kill your friends, or why this politician is a terrible person, or how somebody's going to die. So the theme is very dark. On to the pro side, though, I really enjoyed my time with Shindig Machine. Now, granted, this is the promotional edition of the copy, so I got about 50 plus cards, and we had a blast playing this game. When the edition that you're going to get comes to you, you're going to have over 100 different beautifully illustrated cards. So you're going to have double the fun, so to speak. Another thing, obviously, the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. It will make you feel incompetent as an artist if you're anything like me. I was like, wow, I could barely draw stick figures, and these are just so pretty. Another thing I really like is that some of them, you have to sit there for a second and turn it. You're like, what is that? And somebody's like, I think it's that. No, I think it's that. And then you'll finally be like, oh, it's that. And I really like how some of the cards did that. The last thing I really liked about this game is it was a lot of fun. I mean, just straight up, it was a lot of fun. We played it with 3 people, we played it with 6 people. Both times, we had a blast playing Shindig Machine. So, if you are in the market for a storytelling kind of card game, something like this, you want to support a nice new indie designer, be sure to check out Shindig Machine. On the link below, go tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was a review for Shindig Machine. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner. Also check out BoardGameExchange.com, the nationwide online board game rental service.